Hi guys, maybe it's a bit early for Fool of the Week, but Mark Rutte, the NATO Secretary General, in my opinion, is certainly a candidate. So as we've seen recently, NATO countries and European countries have been antagonized by Russia, and we've even seen drones flying all the way to Denmark. Now have a listen to how Mark Rutte responded to this, and well, it's a little bit concerning.
Is that they are saying if a plane would pose a threat, we have the authorities to do, if necessary, the ultimate. But if the plane is not posing a threat, we are not going to shoot it down. And then we will gently guide it outside the airspace. This is exactly what they should do. And I totally agree with that approach, because we are so strong.
Proportional response.
It's proportional response, exactly. And we are so much stronger than the Russians. We don't have to take down Russian airplanes because they enter our airspace. We do it if they enter our airspace and also pose a threat. If we were weak, you might maybe think, okay, we are weak, so we have to immediately show them that whenever they enter our airspace, we shoot them down. But if they don't pose a threat, being so much stronger than the Russians, I think it is much stronger that our reaction is as it is, proportionate, and of course making clear to the Russians that we are not too happy about these incursions. Then.
Okay, so I'm going to try and take a balanced approach to this. So first of all, I think this is insane. The only way you deal with a bully is by punching back. You know, what Putin is trying to do here is he's trying to test defenses. What is the reaction from NATO countries and European countries? He's been antagonizing Eastern European countries for many years now. And I don't see an actual invasion taking place over the next number of years. But certainly attempts to damage infrastructure, attempts to damage democracy in Europe. You know, he was a huge supporter of Brexit, and Brexit was about dividing Britain from the rest of Europe. So, and he's backed, you know, there's evidence to show that far-right parties, populist parties in Europe have received funding and support from Russia. So they want to see a divided Europe. They want to see a divided NATO. So you have to be ready to deal with this, especially if drones are coming across doing surveillance, reconnaissance. If these drones they may not pose an immediate threat because they're not armed, but they're about gathering intelligence. And I think the correct approach to a bully is to push back, not just to wait until his arms get tired. So I think these drones should be shot down immediately. I think any military aircraft from Russia entering NATO territory should be told to leave. If it doesn't leave immediately, it should be shot down. You need to send a powerful message to Putin and to Russia that we will not be pushed around. In the same way as you deal with a bully by pushing back, not by hoping that they eventually give up. Now, as I said, I want to provide a balanced approach. Perhaps he's right. Perhaps the right approach is to ignore, is to say, look, if we get into a tit for tat, it only benefits Russia. If one of their planes is shot down, they will sell it to their public as it was an attack by NATO, that NATO is belligerent, that NATO just wants to fight Russia toe to toe. Maybe this is a sort of propaganda approach to it. Look, we're not going to even bother with you. You're like a fly on the on my hand. I can't even be bothered to swat you. I just wave you away. Maybe this is the correct approach. I don't know. I'm not a military expert. It would be interesting to hear a military expert's response to this. But on the other hand, if you look at what happened with Ukraine in 2014 and the invasion of Crimea, NATO did nothing. The European Union did nothing. And we saw that Putin realized that, and he went ahead and annexed Crimea. So the do-nothing approach has consequences. But perhaps in this day and age, following a disastrous campaign in Ukraine, doing nothing may be a better approach. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.